Hello, friends and beautiful people. It's Kathryn Massell, Conscious Creatrix, 5D Visionary, Elevated Consciousness Coach, coming at you today with something that is a pretty awesome tool to add to your spiritual toolbox. I'm a big proponent of always adding new stuff to your spiritual toolbox or upgrading, updating what you already have. And you might find this to be one of those things that just fits in very nicely with what you're already doing for your spiritual awakening, your spiritual growth process. Whether you are someone who's working on just self-healing or someone who does see clients and take on clients. Even though you have tried and true stuff in your toolbox, we have such momentum behind the ascension process right now of the upgrading, elevating frequencies of the planet. And so it really is so important to take a look at what kind of tools do we have? Do they feel outdated to us? Even if it's a meditative tool. If it feels like a little old, a little clunky, it might be time to upgrade it. Hello, everyone who's joining. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Heather. Hi, Eric. I can't see who else is here. But it's something you want to think about, because as we have this big push, this big momentum behind accelerated ascension energies, elevated frequencies coming into our planetary awareness, it might be a good time to upgrade some of your tools. So I hope you'll find this to be informative, as well as something you may want to bring in to your own practice, whatever it is that you do for self-healing or even client healing, and I hope you enjoy it. So this is kind of a truncated version of what I share in my Timelines Expanded Masterclass. We actually use this to go deeper, streaming the Eternal Now moment into ancestral timeline healing. Hi, Adela. Nice to have you here. Hello. I think we just became friends today. So this is something that is kind of the brief, the quick and dirty version, but it is no less powerful. It is no less pleasant to be in this space. You're not hearing audio? Is anyone else not hearing audio? Let me know. I have some music playing in the background, so maybe that's obscuring my microphone, but it wouldn't be a surprise to me if there's no audio, because I've had some Facebook trouble. Okay, I have sound. I hear you. Okay, thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Heather, for letting me know. Courtney, you may just want to pop off and pop back on. Sometimes it's the equivalent. It's the Facebook equivalent of unplugging and plugging back in when your appliance doesn't work. Hey, it still works for me. So yes, this is a tool that we use in Timelines Expanded Masterclass. We take this much deeper when we go into ancestral timeline healing in the DNA. No worries, Courtney, that's good. But you can also use this for a lot of different things. You can actually use this for just if you find you're feeling really contracted in your energy because of really, really high spikes in like the Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic energy of the planet. If you're feeling ascension codes of information, frequencies, downloads coming in too fast and furious, and you're just like, pump the brakes. My body can't deal with this. This is an excellent space to plug into for that, so you can expand your vessel, your human vessel, out beyond the mind and beyond the body, and you'll feel a lot more comfortable assimilating ascension frequencies or even the Schumann resonance into the body, where your body doesn't feel like it's going into crisis. You can use this to extract information from the Eternal Now. Maybe you have exhausted all of your spiritual tools that you usually use to glean information. This might be a good new technique to bring in, to help you bring in either deeper levels of information, connecting into a bigger, more expanded vessel where more, let's just say, information can be found or extracted. You may also find that this is something, if you are someone who likes to look at past or future timelines, you can look at that. So I actually use this in a deeper way to get information from my monthly energy report, which if you're not signed up to my email, you might want to, because at the end of every month, I'll put out the monthly energy forecast, the monthly energy report for the next month. So February's monthly energy report comes out tonight. So you may want to go to kathrynmissel.com and you just wait for the little light box to pop up. Takes like 10 seconds, less than that, I think. And you can just sign up to my email. Every month you'll receive that monthly energy report. And you'll also know whenever I offer sales or promotions on any of my services or packages. So this is something that you can also go into if you don't have any agenda. You just want to get some peace. You just want some quiet. You just want to go into the stillness. Sometimes that's enough, right? Especially when we're feeling really overwhelmed or feeling really contracted in our energies. Maybe we're feeling closed off from our higher self, from our higher guidance, our inner voice, our inner GPS. When you expand your energy out in this way, I guess the paradox is that you find or are able to delve into more information that is within, because it's never without, it's always within. But when we expand our energy out, we feel sometimes it's easier to access the information, the guidance, the wisdom that resides within. So you can use this for just about anything. So I just wanted to give you guys an introduction to this today. Number one, I haven't been with you guys in a while where I've just come on and shared some stuff. I've been a busy girl lately. My Timelines Expanded Masterclass is something that I'm lovingly dedicating a lot of my time to, because I just love it. I love the people in there. I love teaching it. I'm already working on level 2 and level 3, putting those together. So you can join Timelines Expanded Masterclass anytime. If you like this today, I guarantee you're going to like how we expand this and work with this in a much more a deep way in Timelines Expanded Masterclass. So what I'm going to do is actually put a little information about that. You can sign up for this program anytime. The replays are always ready to go. They get updated right after we do our live class. We have 2 more live classes left, and then we will start up again. We will start up this program again in April. I think we start April 16th. But the price is going up. So now is the time to invest if you're considering signing up for this. It's $7.97 now. There's a payment plan. It's going up to $9.97 on March 6th. So believe me, it's well worth the money. It's worth every penny. There's going to be more information added in the next live round, plus a whole other module, another module. So we'll have 9 modules next time. So all you have to do is get yourself comfortable. Find a comfy spot for yourself. Go turn the heat up or get a blanket around you if it's chilly. You can have your feet flat on the floor, seated, or you can be laying down. It's really entirely up to you. Okay? All you need to do is take a couple deep breaths in and keep directing all of your information, or all of the parts of you that feel way out here, stretched way out. Just start bringing them into the heart with each breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. With each repetition of the inhale and exhale, feeling more relaxed, inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. Focus on bringing all of your energy into the heart, really centering yourself into the space, whatever space you find yourself in right now. Breathing in and out. And just very quickly, calling forth your higher self. All you have to do is say higher self, higher self, higher self. Say it a couple times if you need to. Higher self, higher self, higher self. Feel that shift in your awareness. You can almost feel it like a bubble of energy, a bubble of light that is outside of you, but also within and without. This is your higher self kind of leading the charge of your consciousness right now. This is your higher self having, let's just say, a conversation with, a relationship with, whatever it is that we're bringing on from this moment forward. Just feel that gentle shift. It's not that you are never connected to your higher self. You are never not connected to your higher self. It's just simply a shift, a pivot in our awareness that we make. And as you make this connection, as you shift into this awareness, calling in all parts and pieces of you, all fragmented, fractured parts of self, all of those threads of consciousness that you've sent away, you've disassociated from. You let go because you think that there's a lesser part of you. Anything you have disassociated from in your consciousness or your awareness, bringing these threads back in. You can see them as little threads of energy, waves of light, but calling it all back in with love, with acceptance, and back into wholeness. And just taking a deep breath in and feeling that shift. Exhaling, letting all of that center into the heart. Just breathing normally. And now imagine a pillar of white light far above the head, extending down like a column of brilliant white diamond light, washing you clean through like a spiritual power wash, and going through the body, down through all layers of the earth, deep down into the crystalline core, and saying, I am grounded, I am grounded, I am grounded. And as you make that connection with the crystalline core, the heart chakra of Mother Earth, you may feel a commingling, a dancing of energies here. Just simply allow them to form their own beautiful alchemy, their own little dance of energies. Feel that connection, feel that support. Feel as you shift into all that knowledge, all that awareness, the abundance, the wisdom that Mother Earth holds for you. Hello, everyone who's joining. Thanks for being here. And I want you to simply now direct that energy back up to this top point, this pillar of light, and then cycling back down. You can imagine a figure 8 of energy, cycling the energy back down into the core of the earth and back up through the body and back up to the top, this origin point of the pillar of light, and simply cycling this energy through at your own pace. What this is doing is neutralizing any heavy, tight, dense energy in the physical body and simply bringing it back into a place of neutrality, bringing it back into a singular, cohesive frequency that is aligned with calm, serenity. You've collected all parts and pieces of you that have been adrift, that have been out exploring the polarities of what can be, out exploring contrast. You've called all those pieces back into sync and into harmony with this beautiful cohesive frequency. Do you feel that shift? Isn't that a wonderful place to be? Now just feel that. You have the power to do this anytime you like. I know it's nice to be guided through this process, but you can guide yourself through this process any single time you like. And so you've all got your own pace of cycling this energy through. You'll start to feel more of a neutralizing energy, like a settling of calm, more serenity. You may even feel an opening in the heart space. You may want to pull your shoulders back just to invite more of this energy into the heart. Sometimes when we do this energy, we close off. Subconsciously, we kind of hunch our shoulders forward and we close off the heart because we want to protect the heart. There's no need for you to do that here. You're in a safe, supported space. I'm a very good ambassador to these higher energies, and I invite in your full trust. Just allow this to flow. Open the shoulders up. Big deep breath and let this in. And now I want you to focus on the top of this pillar of light above and the crystalline core below, and breathing in. On the inhale, I want you to pull from both directions simultaneously and exhale into the heart. feel your energy expand out just a little more. And doing that again, inhaling above and below simultaneously. And exhaling into the heart, expanding your energy out a little bit more. Just feel how easy it is to settle into the bigness of this. And on this third time, I want you to inhale from above and below simultaneously, exhaling into the heart. And as you do that, I want you to imagine your energy going out in 12 points of light all around you. Don't try to direct it. Don't try to orchestrate it. Just simply let those points of light have their own intelligence and go out where they need to. And now it's gently forming into a 12-pointed star. And this 12-pointed star is your own personal Merkaba, activated and aligned to your specific frequency of you. You being a fragment of consciousness that expresses itself through your unique frequency, your unique electromagnetic signature. And it makes up this, you could call it a starship. I like to think of it as a little starship or spaceship of support, protection, and connection. And just simply let this take whatever form it likes, but it is a 12-pointed star, a dodecahedron. You can look that up or Google after we're done here. And you feel even more support in this space. You feel connection to all parts of self. Your many, many different levels of higher selves. We have many different levels of higher selves. Calling all of this energy into communion here. It is a safe place to travel and stream the eternal now without going into any ego fear, without the physical body needing to go into any kind of crisis because the energy feels too big. You're protected in this nice little perfect star which is perfectly calibrated to your specific electromagnetic frequency. Just get a sense of it, how it feels. Does it feel like a warm cocoon? Is it a particular color? Is it a super bright light, or is it kind of muted and crystalline? However it is, whatever it is, get a sense of it. It is yours. It is your unique star calibrated to the uniqueness of you. And as you're in this space, I want you to imagine these 12 points of this star starting to form lines of trajectory. They could be points of light expanding out, and from this forming a grid, a webbing, where these 12 points of your star Merkaba are creating these little pinpoints of light that then get connected together through lines of energy, connecting the points and expanding this out. You may want to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine the force of your breath expanding this grid out. This is the Galactic Time Grid. This is the map of all time. And even if this feels big, remember, you're in your special cocooned protective energy of your 12D star Merkaba. Just simply let that expand. Don't try to direct it. Don't try to micromanage it. Let it have its own intelligence and expand out as it needs to. And just get a sense of it as you're doing that. And now imagine in your mind's eye a stream, a column, a tube of light that extends upwards and out, almost funneling out, starting out as a straight line from where you are in your 12D star Merkaba. A good way to imagine that is coming out from your solar plexus, because you are creating this through the force of your will. And so there is no chakra center that better represents that than the solar plexus. So imagine this column, this stream, this tube, this tunnel of light extending from the solar plexus out from you as the origin point and going up and out, almost funneling out as it continues up and goes out into all of consciousness. And as you are getting a sense of this light, maybe you notice it has colors, maybe you notice it has interwoven colors, maybe it's pure white diamond light, Maybe it looks like a river. Maybe it looks like a tree trunk. However you see, feel, or experience this is perfect and right for you. And now we're going to connect with this tube, tunnel, column of light in a very dynamic way, where we're going to start to create movement within it. And what we are doing is connecting with vertical time, which is nonlinear time. The way we think of time here in the 3D time-space matrix is linear. It's on a continuum. It's a straight horizontal line would be another way to say it. It's horizontal time. I'm talking about clock time, calendar time, cyclical moments that make up the movement between two different objects. That's what we think of as horizontal time. But in reality, there is the eternal now. There is only the now. And this stretches on into infinity. It is everything. It holds the perception of the past. It holds the perception of the future. It is infinite. Anything and everything only and ever exists in the now. And we're going to stream it. So simply imagine yourself, and a fun way to play with this is to imagine you in your cocoon of your star Merkaba, gently moving, almost like a spaceship taking off, if you want to think of it that way. And you are moving now through this column. And it's kind of slow at first, just until you get a sense of it. You are streaming the eternal now. And as you are in this protective space, you may get a sense of looking up and seeing different lines, different horizontal axes that create offshoots perpendicularly off of this vertical column. These are all reality potentials. And when you're looking to the right, you are viewing, in a sense, future reality potentials. They only exist as potentials. And if you were to look to your left, you are seeing past potentials. And yes, past experiences, events, exist as only potentials, because based on how you are changing your perception in the present, you may take something that is recorded as a memory in your past, and by changing how you react to it, respond to it in the present, you can change the potential of that past. Simply by changing your perception of it, you are having a different conversation with that past event, that past memory. And you're just drifting up here. And you're seeing these potentials. Is there anything that catches your eye? Is there a particular emotion, an imprint right now that seems very pervasive, very persistent in your reality? Maybe it's a good emotion. Maybe it's not so good emotion. Maybe it's providing some unwelcome contrast and you really don't want to be here experiencing this emotion. Perhaps bring that focus of your perspective, and that as you are viewing this movement, this traveling, this streaming of the eternal now, perhaps you are feeling you need to look to the left when you feel into this particular emotion. Is there something there? Is there a timeline there that's catching your attention? A timeline that leads to a specific event that created a state of being that maybe you do like or you don't like. You can stop on this continuum and explore that. You simply imagine stopping at this locus point between the vertical axis of being in the eternal now and the horizontal axis of the timeline of, let's just say, a punctuation in time, because that's what a timeline is. It's just a punctuation in time created by an emotion, event, a state of being. You can explore that or not. You can simply be in this space and drift. Perhaps you would like to view a future potential. And as you are drifting up, remember you're very present here. You are in also the avatar of your higher self. So you're streaming this information not from the ego, you are streaming it from the higher self. That place within you, or that connection, that shift of awareness within you that already knows how to do this stuff. Okay, so trust it. Trust the information that's coming in. Resist the ego urge to second guess what's going on here or self-edit what you are experiencing. Just simply allow this to unfold. Allow it to be. Just play with this. So maybe as you're drifting up, you would like to view a future potential. Maybe you want to play with something that you would like to experience or have come into your reality at some point later today, later next week, next month, next year. There are no limits here to your perception, and time is only a perception of your reality. So you could view a potential in a year from now. A lot of things could happen in the space of that container or that movement of horizontal time that takes us from here to that future potential. But you could glimpse a potential if you wanted to. You could glean information. Remember, to look to the future, you want to look to the right and connect with those different horizontal, they look like stacks of different points of light. That's how one way you may experience them. Different streams, you may see them as a wave or a current, a dynamic flow of energy like a moving river. But you'll see them stacked or experience them as being stacked. These are all different timelines that you can view. And it takes a little practice to get used to this process more. But do you see how this can provide not only a place of peace and empowerment, where you have some control over your own energy, you have some control over what you are viewing as part of your reality, as potentials of your reality. But you could use it to glean information. You can use it to just find stillness. You can use this, and the more that you do, use this as a place to understand that the eternal now is infinite. Because as you notice, as you're drifting up, streaming this eternal now, do you feel all the energy that is outside of this, let's just say, tunnel or funnel of energy? There's so much there. It feels really big. That is because you are in the present moment of the now. The now is everything. The now is all there is. There is only the now. All potentials are available in the now. All potentials are held as possibilities in the now, nowhere else. There is no past, really. There is no future. It's just merely points of perception, or where we kind of punctuate time in order to create order or meaning in our lives. And you can stay in this space as long as you like. Maybe you have a particular agenda for wanting to work in this space, and then you just want to be in it for a while after. Do that. So I just wanted to give you guys a sense of that. And when you are in this space, it's best to be undistracted. Obviously, you don't want to do this when you're driving. Obviously, you want to do this. Maybe you have a good meditation track you'd like to play in the background that helps you connect or shift your awareness into this space. You maybe want to close yourself off in an office or a bedroom so you can really get a full experience of this and practice with the energy here. The more you practice with this energy, the more empowering it will be. And you always, 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 always want to ground the energy when you are finished in this space. So I'm going to walk you through that. It's a very quick and simple practice. So just thank the energy, whatever came in. Ask that you hold on to the memory of it so that you may journal about this after, or do more of a deeper dive with this work after if you like. Just thanking that energy. And as you take a deep breath in, you can imagine bringing your supportive Merkaba back down to the origin point where you started this journey. You can maybe also imagine taking a deep breath in and pulling this back into your solar plexus. As you take another deep breath in, collapse the Galactic Time Grid. Take another deep breath in and collapse that pillar of light. And as you do so, collapse that pillar of light all the way back down through the body and back into the core of the earth. And when that feels like it's come back down and it has grounded back into the core of Mother Earth, you can say out loud or just mentally, I am grounded, I am grounded, I am grounded. And you may feel like you need some additional grounding after this, so it's a good idea to get up and walk around, stretch your body. Take another deep breath in and out. You may want to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side, go pet your dog, get some water. You always want to have some water for after you complete this. Any food that makes you feel grounded, go eat a cookie or go have a cracker. Go outside and feel the sun on your face or the moon light on your face, the cool night air on your skin. That will always be grounding, especially if you can, in bare feet, go out and connect with Mother Earth if you feel particularly ungrounded by this exercise. But the more you do this, the more it becomes familiar and the less ego resistance put up by the ego self, and it becomes a lot more simple and graceful to go through this process. It won't feel as clunky, would be one way to say it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a super fun thing. Like I said, we go way deeper with this and use this for ancestral timeline healing and the DNA. We can actually shift our genetic potentials. We can shift our genetic expressions that we've inherited through the DNA, through our ancestral lineage. And this is what we just finished, actually, in Module 6 of Town Minds Expanded Masterclass. If you feel called to join, just a reminder, the price goes up on this program on March 6th. So love and peace to all of you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.